Hi. Yes, again a video. Yep. Suddenly 2 videos in a few days time. And it's not a positive one. I'm sorry. You already saw the title. Again, a fine for Boeing. And this time it was again because of breaking the rules when it comes to safety regulations. Like, subscribe, and share. And you can call me a Boeing hater and it's fine. I hate the mentality at Boeing. Yes, true. It's a fucked up mentality. Proof? The fines. The amount of fines Boeing has been getting, which is really way too small. After all that happened, again this year, again, they try to totally ignore safety regulations. You almost wish now for a 787, because this time it was on the 787, yeah, of course, because they have nothing else they're producing. You almost wish for one full of passengers to crash and kill everyone just for Boeing to really get hammered hard. But it would be unfair to those people on board. But maybe what we need is the death penalty for the higher management of Boeing, those really responsible for all this shit. Because it's the higher management where the pressure starts. And of course the shareholders. But the shareholders will be punished because Boeing shares will collapse so badly that the shareholders will have no money left. So that's their punishment. And karma will get to them. But the Boeing management is the one that's putting the pressure. Pressure always comes from the top and goes down. So they can blame it on low-level manager or medium-level manager. No, it's the senior manager, the top management. All the presidents and vice presidents, whatever their titles are. The titles are as big as their egos because their dicks are this small. And they're only greedy and they only want more money. And so these people should be really punished very harshly to make an example out of them. What did Muhlenberg get? Nothing. It's not clear if he got or didn't get his 30 million, but he had his shares, which he could sell when retiring, when leaving the company. So he made a shitload of money anyway. And then always trying to blame it on the airlines because, yeah, they're from Southeast Asia and they're from Africa and the shithole countries. And I did research. And I will show you now on screen for the last 20 years. Who got the most fines from the FAA? And also checked for Airbus. Well, no fines when it comes to safety. Couldn't find anything. And if you can find them, please put links in the comments. Because I searched. Nothing like Boeing. But it's interesting to see that top 10 list actually. Who's on there as well. And then you can see that it's a sick mentality. It's a mentality of greed, where it's all about the shareholders who are far away, who are never suffering any damages, who are only pushing for more money. So it's really funny what's happening now because a total reset is happening, and let's say one of the countries in the world that has been leading when it comes to this mentality of greed is gonna hit the harshest. That's always how it goes. There's an expression in Dutch that says that the tallest trees catch the most wind. Well, this time they will not just catch wind, but they will break. and they will break, like not just the top, but like really low, like the whole tree will be gone. And we need really a change, because it's unacceptable. It's really unacceptable. Because if you look at when the crimes were committed, February this year. This year, 2020. So clearly, they haven't learned anything from the previous fines, from the MAX, from KLM refusing to take delivery of their first 787-10 because it didn't match safety requirements. And long before that, when KLM also had to refuse the first 747-400 for exactly the same reasons. Delay, the first delivery delayed by multiple weeks. And then in the end, all the adjustments became a standard on the 747-400. So there's a history, a clear history of ignoring safety and regulations. And yes, Airbus also made mistakes. But as far as I can see, not on purpose. Not after already things came to light where there were things that were not okay and that had to be fixed. They wouldn't go round the bush and then start messing around again. Yeah, Airbus also got a fine, a huge fine, for the MRTT, the Airbus A330 multi-role transporter tanker, because they bribed some high military officials of some country so that they would buy the aircraft. And the fine was so big that it just slashed away, wiped away the whole profit margin. I believe they're even losing on that deal, which is good. It's well deserved, because corruption has to end. But corruption playing with lives? And it's not just the 737 MAX, it's not just the 787, but also the 767 multi-role transporter and tanker for the US military. Same problems. Debris in the fuel tanks. And more crap. I mean, it's going nowhere. But with what's coming, I wouldn't be astonished that again one of my predictions would come out, would come true, and that Boeing will really shrink. And the duopoly that is there now in the world will transform into Airbus being the biggest by far, and then the Chinese and the Russians and the Brazilians together taking the other 50% of the market. Oh yeah, okay, Boeing will also be part of that 50%, but Boeing will go from 50% to, or whatever it is now, 45% to 15 maybe. They may still be bigger than Embraer, they may still be bigger than the Russians, than the, I don't know what it's called, the one who are building the Irkut. But the Chinese will surpass Boeing. That's clear. Because people will start to move away. The Chinese are fine-tuning their product, and they will deliver good quality, because in the end, most of what we're buying, high-end quality shit, is manufactured in China. Apple phones, your iPhones, your iPads, all made in China. Samsung, same. Or whatever other brands. So yeah, I'm predicting that Boeing will really lose its might and its dominance in the world. And Boeing is not the only one who's going down that hill. More companies are going the same way because they have been so corrupt, so sick from the inside, that they're so rotten that they will start to collapse. And yeah, the US government won't let Boeing collapse. Then the US government may be in the end the only customer left. Because everyone else is like, yeah, why would I buy my aircraft from a company that's ignoring all those rules? I mean, do I want to have that reputation? My customers won't fly with me if I'm saying that I'm buying that shit. And hey, China can produce it cheaper. Hey, Airbus is giving me very good prices too. You may say, yeah, but Airbus cannot. Yes, Airbus can. It's very simple. Airbus will just keep expanding and building more facilities and just ramp up production and start pumping out in, let's say, 2025. They'll be pumping out 120 A320neos a month. Yep, they wanted to go to 60, you remember? And then Boeing as well. Well, they do 120, they do even 140 or 150 a month. They'll just expand their facilities. Even in the US. And so people will start to move from Seattle to Mobile, Alabama. Or even worse, Airbus will build a new facility in Seattle. So people don't need to move. People can just stay in the comfortable area, and instead of going to this building, they go to that building. And this is just the market effect. It's the free market effect when people say, hey, why should I buy from that piece of shit if that one is less shitty or is actually good? So, those who call me Boeing haters, yes, I hate Boeing today. Really. And I have good reason for it. So, this concludes the video for today. I hope there will be more positive news in the coming weeks, but this video I really had to make. See you at the next one. If you disliked the video, you do this. If you liked it, thumbs up, share and subscribe. Also, check out my Patreon page. There you can support me and get access to exclusive content. Get more. Check it out in the link below.